wonder, did it save? Did it save our game? I don't know if it saved our game. Just for the heck of it, let's take a look at the map. See if it draws a path all the way to the end. I apologize for that. I think it requires me to press at least one of those buttons. But yeah, it draws a path all the way from start to finish. Yeah, I figure one of these days we'll explore the rest of the game.
Yay!
One of these days, anyway. I'll probably do an offline video or something, and then just show that.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe earlier I was trying to finish Action Biker.
Yes. I'm wondering, why did old consoles have an obsession with farting noises as sound effects?
I don't know. It's probably because they didn't know anything else.
Yeah.
So evidently, this bike has a toolbox attached to it. Luckily, the volume was turned down a little bit. But yeah, that was a rather annoying whine that came out of it. Would you like some cheese with that wine? Mud guards. I have to wonder what the hell kind of a bike this would look like with all its crap attached to it. Is there anything in the bike park? Nothing but death. Damn, why is it going to that whiny sound? Never did that on the Commodore, on the computer itself.
Because emulation sucks.
I suppose.
And unfortunately, it's sort of kind of how you have to do it, I guess. Because there is no real way to stream a Commodore 64. I don't know if there's a way to stream it, but
I'm sure there is. It's just a matter of is the people on watching the stream patient enough to sit through a loading screen. be on the safe side. Let me check the bottom half of the bike park. No. No item to pick up. But I know there is something somewhere. Oh. There you is. It has powers of turnaround. Sunglasses. Yeah, that's real important, right? Yeah, to be fair, maybe the sun is really bright. Fairing gives bike a greater maximum speed. Probably also gobbles up the rest of the gas. And a crash. And I do believe I spotted the next item. Yes, there you are. I will get you. I will get you and then I will eat you. You will not get away from me. God, I feel old. Okay, I forget where you live, but do the locals call? Do they call that? Because I know some of my locals do call soda a can of pop. Would you like a glass of pop? Yeah, oh my God is right, Celestria. A can of soda is an item in this game. Oh my God, he completed the challenge, then died. But yeah, I finished the game. I didn't think I would. Ah, I got a visor. So we have a toolbox, we have a visor, sunglasses, and a can of pop.
Because you know, driving around a motorcycle one-handed is always really safe.
At least it's not a can of beer, right, kids?
Right.
Exhaust pipe. You mean to tell me that this bike, this motorcycle, did not have any way of exhausting all of its smoke? This bike has problems.
It does.
Uh-oh. Here's our first big challenge. We have to jump over this ramp. And we did it! Yay! Power brakes. Gives bike improved braking. Now I must search around for the next item. Where are you? I don't know where you is, but I will get some gas first. Oh! It's over here. I gotta cross this little bridge. The bike had no speedometer? I do recall earlier picking up a petrol gauge. This thing didn't have a petrol gauge or a speedometer or an exhaust pipe. If only I had access to the artists in the LKM, just to help me construct a representation of what this bike is supposed to look like without all the shit. Oh, that's nice. It has no brake lamp either.
Like I said, it's one of those little things that you build with a lawnmower, aren't you?
It's evidently a DIY bike.
Yeah. Except you're going around stealing everybody's parts to build it.
I'm worried that might be the case. Oil can. Okay, that I can imagine not having along on a bike.
Yeah, the only reasonable item so far.
Only way to make that sound bearable. Oh god, I have to go up. I knew this thing was here for something. This is going to suck. I'm just glad I don't wreck when I fall.
I think you have to make your judgment with your back wheel.
I think you're right. And just imagine, people had to do this with a joystick back in the day.
Oh, that's bad.
You know what else is bad? I missed the...
What if they only had the paddle?
You know what else is bad? I missed the item.
I know, I just saw that. They're
That,
just going for the gold now.
that is
Oh, look,
monumental.
they let you turn around in case you missed it.
That is monumental derp right there. John, if you're watching this from the file, highlight this. That reminds me, I need more people highlighting. Turbocharger increases bike's acceleration.
Oh, you needed that, right?
Oh yeah, I definitely needed to go faster than fast. I don't know anymore.
I don't know if it's gonna get any harder than that.
No, probably. I have to
There's
jump
something-
back into that fence.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, I know I'm gonna wreck at least once. I'm just hoping I grab this thing first. Cooling fins. What are cooling fins?
I don't know. Maybe it's just to make your bike look cool.
God, I hope not.
Let's see if I can find the facts on it. What's the name of this?
Action biker. Oh, that's nice. Indicators. Oh, yippee, I get to climb aboard the roller coaster. At least it looks like a roller coaster.
Action Biker Commodore 64.
I gotta warn you, don't be surprised if you don't find anything. Because there's not a lot of walkthroughs for a couple of those games. Really? This bike did not have a mirror? JC Dub, would you care to comment?
I don't know. I don't know what to think about these games anymore.
JC Dub is broken. If What Light didn't break him, it would be Action Biker.
And plus the fact that people would suggest that on a Commodore 64, bikes would have mirrors on them.
It was also missing a horn. Because I just picked up a two-tone horn. It didn't stop on a dime, though. However, it crashed just as easily. I gotta do this again. I can tell you this right now, there's no way I would have been able to do this with a joystick. I mean, for God's sakes, they're expecting you to make precise movements with one of those giant-ass joysticks. And since it was compatible with those old Atari joysticks, did you ever try playing with those things? They felt hate to make a euphemism here, but it was really stiff. I know.
God.
Is this why we moved on to controllers instead of joysticks? Because you're jiggling your joystick, huh?
Probably.
Same dumbasses that would ride a bike without reflectors. Or a mirror. Or without speedometers. Or fuel gauges. Or a
Don't get your cooling fast.
or a can of pop. Alright, let's see
I
what
cannot
else is.
find what they do.
Alright, let's see what else this bike is missing. A road map. Yeah, I'm sure I needed that.
Okay, you know what cooling fins are?
What are cooling fins?
You know those on the motorcycle engine where it has those like rows of like metal, like where the piston area is?
I think, yeah.
Here, I'll send you an image so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll post it in the chat. So everybody will know what cooling fins are.
I crashed again.
Your bike did not have those.
Okay, I have to see this. The bike did not have these things.
I don't know how it'd be functional without it.
It
It's
really
like
is.
part of the engine.
This really is a do-it-yourself bike. Electric starter. Was this thing being hot-wired to start?
No, like I said, it's a lawnmower engine. It had the pull starter on the side, you know?
It's a lawnmower put on two wheels. And it makes sense. It actually makes sense. There's a shirt out there that says East Coast Lawnmowers. And speaking of things that make noise, there's a vacuum cleaner coming my way. So I'd better try and finish this before I get drowned out. Oh yeah, that was necessary. A lunchbox. So this thing not only has a toolbox, but also a lunchbox. Of course, you would have to have something to put that can of pop in. Wonder if one of the items is also a sandwich. Zoom, motherfucker! Zoom! I don't know how the stream is handling this, so if it's stuttering, I apologize. Whoa, there's the next item. CB radio. Okay, is this a bike or a freaking semi-truck? I mean, this thing's got everything now. What else could this thing possibly have? Go faster stripes. Gotta go fast.
Put the stripes on your car, it makes it go faster.
Yeah, kind of like an R sticker. Okay, nothing in the bike park. Except a near fatal collision with death. Oh, and that one did it. I died by going into a creek.
The water killed you, just like the GTA guy.
Water skis. Allows the bike to move over lakes and ponds.
Oh,
So, wait a minute.
okay.
Does that mean... No, I can't do that. I still die when I go into a creek, but... I'm evidently driving a... I'm driving a Jesus
yeah.
bike.
Stay away from the streams. Don't cross the streams.
Her. Fire extinguisher. Fog lamps.
Hmm. There's a weird, crazy contraption now. Got a fire extinguisher strapped to the side of it, and
And the whole point of this is to get yourself ready to do a race. Evidently, I am my own pit crew.
that's all I'm about to say.
Okay, why do I have the feeling it's in one of these enclosed structures? Like either the... Is it on this one? No, it is not. Maybe I have to go back to the bike park. Yep, I gotta go back on this thing. Again.
Oh,
So did you manage to look up the walkthrough for this game?
I looked some stuff up, but I couldn't find nothing except for just a map.
Oh.
No text, just a map.
I don't necessarily need a tip sheet. It's pretty obvious where all you
Oh,
can
yeah.
look. But I was just wondering as to what all the items were so we could catch up. So those watching the stream can catch up as to what the fuck this thing is carrying. I'm also going to have to go back and count how many times I've died.
And the neat thing about the facts, about the map, it has all the locations of the items, but they're all numbered. It's like it's missing the rest of the facts where it has like what the actual items are and what they do.
Ah! Oh, for God's sakes.
And here's the European box art. It's called Action Biker Clumsy Colon.
Thumbsy colon?
Clumsy Colon.
Oh, clumsy. Was he so clumsy he lost all the items on his bike?
Apparently. And I've never seen a bike look like the way his does. He's got like leopard legs. I don't know how to explain this.
And I stress again, this used to have to be done with a joystick. You can't do these kinds of precise motions with a joystick. It definitely says something about how games have been dumbed down over the years. This might take a while.
You can do it!
You can do it! You can do it! You can do it! I cannot do it! You can do it! What is that?
That was some crazy advertisement that popped up.
It's also kind of loud. Or at least it was.
Loud.
A stopwatch? Really? At this point, I don't care that I crashed. A fucking stopwatch. You made me go all around that stupid ramp for a fucking stopwatch. If this were an Xbox game, it would give me an achievement just for crashing into that tree. Oh, I see it. It's over here. And as soon as I can get myself over there, I will get it. Of course, the question beckons. Now that I have the skis, is it safe to go over that patch of water? No, it is not safe. What are you, stupid? Evidently a yes, I am stupid. Motocross tires! So I have tires now. What was I driving on?
Just the wheels, you know?
Just the rims themselves?
Yeah,
Or the big metal wheels?
yeah, those.
Wouldn't that rip up the road?
Oh, there's nobody else driving around. They must be your road.
Jack Myhov, I demand that you come up with a theory as to how this bike could possibly exist.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, he's been here for a while. I just didn't get a chance to say hello till now. Oh! I have to go back into the bike park. Once I stop derping around. And I have to do the ramps again.
It looks like somebody made a mod with the PS3 6-axis controller to control an RC car.
Finally, someone made use of the thing.
Oh, there's a lot of uses coming out. I'll give you a link to the website that I go in where all the people are developing crap for it. Like, what I have now, I don't know how useful it is, but I can DNC my computer from my PS3.
Ooh, that was a good one.
NVIDIA is not on PS4 because Sony will not pay enough. Oh, so that's why.
So it makes that high-pitched squeal every time I fall off the ramp. Kind of matches my mood.
No, don't do it. You put some Snatcher in. It's a good choice decision game, too.
I figure sooner or later I'll get around to playing Snatcher. Although I feel like I do feel like I've been neglecting the fishbowl. Have I told you about the fishbowl?
Fishbowl.
Yeah, I've got a virtual fishbowl.
With fish in it?
No, with names. With about 63,000 names.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because there's so many video games in the world, I got a program to randomly pluck out a game title.
Do you have Tex Murphy's in there?
No, I don't, but I can add it.
Probably should. All those are good, good interactive games that you have people help you pick choices or help do detective work, stuff like that with.
I will mention this, I did remove all the RPGs from the list.
Oh, I don't mean it controls like an RPG. I guess it would be more like that Panic game, but more FMV-ish with actors and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a point-and-click game. Speaking of FMV, my mother took a look at the outtakes from LA Noire and just flat out asked me, why couldn't they just use real people? They did.
Yeah, they did use real people for LA Noire.
Yeah, what she meant was, why not just simply film the people and not have them be in front of a blue screen?
Like do a real FMV almost, right?
Yeah. And it's definitely an old thing that we miss, but at the same time there's a reason we don't do it anymore. It takes up way too much space. Much like a personal hi-fi on a motorcycle.
It's so much fun though, you know, it's a movie, you know?
Oh, if only I could shut my door. If only, if only. I've got so much crap in my room right now, the door's blocked and I can't shut it, and now there's the lawnmower closing in. So, this thing was also missing an ignition switch.
Oh, you had to get the starter, right?
It was also missing the electric starter. The vacuum went off. I was gonna have to pause it and shut down the mic for a short bit, but that's fine too. So where's the next one at?
Wow.
It's in the lake! Rev counter. So it's missing another. It was missing another counter. So it didn't have a petrol gauge. It didn't have a speedometer, and it didn't have a rev counter. How does bike work? I'm gonna go ahead and ask. Hey, mother. My mom's in the room. Question. Can a bike function without
Bicycle?
a motorcycle?
Motorcycle.
Could a bike function without the following? A speedometer, a petrol gauge, an electric starter, an ignition switch,
It has to have the ignition switch.
without tires?
Oh no, you gotta have tires.
This guy's just been winging it.
How exactly can this thing wing it?
Well, I think I implied earlier that the motorcycle sound is plainly enough coming from, like, putting cards in his wheels. So, he must have been, like, pushing himself really fast with his feet.
Like a Flintstones bike.
Yabba dabba doo.
That strangely makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
You're right, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, God, fuck this game. And the worst part is, we're still not done. There's items all over the place here. Oh, I found it.
I kind of wish we did get the Sega Naomi instead of just the arcade system out of it.
Oh no. Pardon me. Then I'm trying to think of games that were made with the Naomi hardware.
It was all arcade games, like Guilty Gear and stuff like that. I think Capcom versus SNK too also. A few mobile Gundam games.
Man, I am pissed off about the fact that nothing was done with that Triforce hardware. I mean, that was the dream setup. And this thing was missing a windshield. But yeah, the Triforce was essentially the it was the same as Sega and Nintendo working on a console together. Only you could throw Namco in there as well, and there you go, Triforce hardware. It was it was a GameCube modified for arcade hardware.
Yeah, which ran on, it used the Naomi Development Toolkit. That's why Namco would be all over it. And Sega.
Uh-oh.
Well, Nintendo though, huh? Those are gonna be like Mario games and stuff. Donkey Kong, F-Zero AX, Mario Kart Arcade GP2. Oh, Mario Kart was actually in the arcades.
Race starts on
Look really
green
nice.
light. I'm actually racing. Oh my god.
Wow.
This is what the
It's
game has
starting
been.
to-
This is what the game has been building up to. And I blew up for not making it to the starting line in time.
Penalized.
What I don't understand though is that I was behind the starting line.
Wow. That Naomi stuff. I mean, the Triforce looked really nice.
You were behind the starting line? Are you sure? Is that the reason they took your wheels away?
That might be. I'm gonna get a second mic one of these days just so I can have Mom on the stream.
Yeah, essentially it looks GameCube. I'm watching a little bit of gameplay on the Dolphin emulator right now. Oh wow.
Yay!
They had Star Fox on that Triforce too, Kane.
They were going to have it, but they didn't finish it. But one thing that we did,
sucks.
yeah, it does suck. But you know what doesn't suck? The fact that we did finish Action Biker.
It does. That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. That's a very, very good thing.